What we're gonna do right here is go back, way back.
Going way back till the early days.
Rockin' it. Got fresh stuff.
Money beat. You know how we
Give it, party people, something funky to listen to.
Y'all ready for this?
I'm going way back.
It's the Goin Way Back Show with Money B.
Money B.
Your home for classic hip hop, raw and uncut. In the building with DJ always.
What up, man?
My guy. Of course, Tanteezy is not in the building, but we keep her seat warm, and she is here in spirit. So we got that constant old school new news just floating around in our mind. You know what I mean?
Yes,
the
yes.
The Tanteezy energy is
It's
here.
here.
So shout
We
out to
feel it.
Tanteezy and young RJ at the crib kicking it. I mean, if you guys don't know, the reason she's not, we just had a new one. A new addition to the family.
Yes,
and,
it is. So beautiful.
And it's a beautiful child. And a lot of people have been asking, always been asking, like, can we see the baby?
Looks
What's
just
up,
like
the baby? So I actually did bring in a picture. So for those of you at home who haven't seen, this is what my child looks like.
Yes.
He actually
so
looks just
cute.
like me.
So cute.
Cutie pie. I think he got my eyes.
And lips.
And my lips.
And the nose.
Yeah, and my mustache and fucking beard.
Goatee.
That's my little
Got
man.
your freckles for sure.
That's my little man.
Yeah.
I love him to death. Well, anyways, I hope everybody just got finished watching the Real Talk Show with Diva Pink and Edie Don. The young homie Ras Kass was in the building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Doing it.
I hope they was playing that shit we did, Ras Kass. You ain't listening. But enough about me. Always, what's been up with you, man? What's been happening last week?
Well, last week, that's this weekend.
Well, since
I went
I've
out
seen
to, this weekend I went out to Vegas and did an old school show out there with Speedy.
Wow.
And we got our little stick. And it was Shy on the bill, Silk, Guy, Drew Hill, 112. So ladies was just everywhere.
He said ladies was in the building.
Everywhere.
Word.
And
Panties just dropping on the stage.
Slingshots.
Wow.
And then after that, we went to Phoenix and kind of did the same show and same thing out
Really?
there. It's crazy, man.
Really?
Yeah, them cats are still pulling them.
Is that right? What about the DJ? Did the DJ pull him or what?
I don't want to talk. I
You don't want to talk?
I don't want to talk about that.
Put that on your freckles.
Put that on my freckles.
Put that on your freckles, Nick.
Went down.
So it sounds like you had a lot of fun this weekend.
It was cool. It was real cool, but the only bad thing, 106-degree weather.
160.
Vegas
you was
and
inside.
Phoenix. Yeah, but still, we had to drive.
Really?
We drove from here to Vegas.
And I know Speedy ain't got no AC.
No, you do.
Nah, just-
You do.
It's 1986.
Crazy.
I don't even know what you call them things. Buick. Razzie.
Raz. What up, kid?
Yo. Yeah, come on
There
in here,
he
Raz.
is.
Come on. Say hi. Say hi. Yeah, do double time in this bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen,
surprise,
welcome in the house,
homie Ras Kass in the building.
Kass.
Yes.
I just wondered.
How are you?
I'm good. How you been, man? It's been a while.
Man, busy.
Look like
What's
somebody
good?
socked you in the sunglasses or something. What's going on? You all cracked up.
Tried to
Oh, what about Sonny?
This shit is cracked.
What I do with him? Where?
Oh, man.
You lied.
I'm not lying.
They're not cracked.
I'm your real friend. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Dude, you lying, bro.
Nah. But Raz is my brother,
You're
man.
just
So,
shiny, man.
just hang out with your guy while I'm talking the truth. So, speaking of that, I actually went to a great show this weekend as well.
And how was that?
Saturday, I went to the Masters of Ceremony, and that was...
Thanks for inviting me, by the way.
Man, I mean, it's a whole other story about
Sarcasm.
how I got in that thing.
Right.
But yeah, I left you. So what? But it was a great show. It was
EPMD.
EPMD. Go ahead, spit it. EPMD, Special Ed, Slick Rick, Naughty by Nature, Rakim,
Classic.
Crazy.
DMX, Big Daddy Kane.
It was missing Raz and Cam.
It was
Right.
It was off the chain. Well, Raz got a
And
show
Money
coming
B.
up that I bet you I better get some tickets to. But
You already hung yourself, buddy.
I got a story about that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like even though we do this, we all still have our hip hop heroes.
Yeah, all day.
You know what I'm saying? And so, I had an episode because I'm backstage, I'm kicking. I see all my
Right.
guys, EPMD, all
Right,
niggas because
right.
I came up with all these dudes.
Exactly.
But you know what I'm saying? Like even though I've done plenty of shows with Rakim. We never really just kicked it. So, I mean, you know, and Rod, he always seemed like he just real serious all the time. You know what I'm saying? But he hollered. So I was like, damn, this nigga Rakim don't even really like, he don't even know me like that, right? So we walking down through the hall, and I see Rakim, and I was like, yo, Rock, good shit. He said, oh shit, Money B. I was like, oh, Rakim. So anyway, I got a picture. It's me, Rakim, Special Ed.
And Special Ed. Nice.
You know, the guy who said,
Ras Kass is back there somewhere.
yeah, Ras was back
he's in
there.
I see the shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tight.
To the left.
Yep.
I remember that picture.
It's all good. So anyways, we got a great show tonight. You know, the homie Cam is in the building. OG Cam. You know what I mean? We're going to be talking about what he got going on. And, of course, the lovely OG Poetess.
Poetess is in the house. Radio.
You know, so we're going to do it.
Okay.
So before we do, you know, I got another little segment I want to introduce, and it's called, you know, Today in Hip Hop. So actually this day, July 22nd, 27 years ago, LL Cool J released Bad.
Wow.
The album. 27 years ago today, the album released. And we do have a photo, Kyle.
There was some joints on that album.
It was a it was a dope album. And what's crazy about this album is the whole album was produced by LA Posse and DJ Pooh.
Really?
Yeah,
I did not
the
know
entire
that.
album was produced. So that was actually a West Coast album.
Still learning new stuff to this day about
you know,
old school
you knew the LA
music.
Posse did that. I knew Pooh was involved. You know, Battle Cat. Of course, Battle Cat was the DJ.
Bobcat.
I'm sorry.
Bobcat.
Bobcat.
They were all the
Yeah,
cat crew, though.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Cat
Battle
Crew.
Cat, Bobcat.
Yeah, but that whole album was produced by the LA Posse and
That's
DJ Pooh.
Wow.
How
I
did
didn't
they
even know
meet
that.
them?
Huh? That's what I don't know. When I have LL on the show, I'm gonna have to ask that nigga. Like,
Yeah, that's
how
right.
do you get down with that? So that's your
Wow.
this day in hip hop fact.
There's
And
some joints on that
the
album,
other thing
too.
that's crazy is it was the second album, and usually they always say that you have your sophomore jinx or sophomore slump,
Right.
whatever. That album killed everything.
Everything. He had
You know what I'm
Candy,
saying?
Bristol Hotel on there.
What was your favorite song on that album?
Actually, Bristol Hotel was dope.
Bristol Hotel.
I did
Seriously?
like Bristol.
I like Candy.
Room 515.
The
Nah,
Bristol.
Candy was my shit.
Candy was hot
Candy
too.
was dope too.
What was yours?
Feel good. I don't know. I like that whole album.
Yeah, I Need Love.
I
Was you a I Need Love ass nigga?
I had never heard a song like that when I heard I Need Love. So
Yeah,
it
that
was,
was the shit.
technically dope. I had never heard like an R&B kind of
Yeah,
rap.
it used to
record.
bang.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
And the only other one I thought that could compete with that one was Teenage Love.
Teenage Love when
Right.
it came
Slick
out.
Rick.
Right.
That was
And
it.
it just started. Yeah, nobody else could really do it.
Right.
Besides that.
Couldn't do
That
it
shit
right
was the bump.
anyway.
So there it is, y'all. So we're gonna take a break. When we come back, Cam and the Poetess right here on the Goin Way Back Show with Money B.
Money B.
Ras Kass in the hand. Woo woo woo. Hey, Goin Way Back Show with Money B.
Money
In the building.
B.
OG Cam in the
Oh,
building.
my brother.
OG Poetess.
Right,
In the
OG's
building.
in the building.
This is this is like a motherfucking OG fest
Right.
up in here.
That's why it's a Going
Yes, we
Way
can.
Back Show.
That's why it's a
okay.
Going Way Back
Let
Show.
it-
'cause
let it
we go,
loose.
we go back, motherfucking family affair. So,
Yeah, West Coast.
Cam, we just checking out Whoop Whoop.
Yeah, whoop, whoop.
Now,
Whoop,
one
whoop.
of the things that I always hope would never happen to me is that somebody will make a diss record that was actually a club banger, because that means everybody in the club
Gonna be knowing it.
dancing on me.
Right.
You feel me? Clowning my ass. So
But, I mean, that's part of the game. You know, it's all in the game.
it's
Yeah,
all in the
sports.
game, but like I said, when you do shows, do you still rock the song exactly
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that? Like, have you reconciled with Cube at all?
Yeah, no, we cool. Like, that's, man, how long was those? 15?
Yeah, it had to
Yeah,
be.
20.
And for, you know, most cats that I talk to, usually after years and years, they usually
Yeah.
make up and get it together.
Yeah.
But I know, like, certain people, when they do those records,
Yeah.
they change the lyrics. They, oh man, we cool. So
No,
I usually say
still,
this.
I still
and you
say the
this.
lyrics, but I don't necessarily go at him like that. It's just like, you know, No Vaseline is a classic. I don't
Sure
mean,
is.
you know, him and Dre and you know, everybody else from n.w.a. ain't cool. I even hear, you know, a while back, Dre did some, whatever that. I'm still with you, Easy, and you my nigga, Easy, and
So he dropping dimes on other niggas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I can still do whoop whoop. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't gotta take it personal.
All right, well let me ask you, how was Cam's childhood? You know what I mean? Because how did you come up? Because were you raised?
Effed up.
Is that what it was? Because
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, how did you come to get into the whole
music thing?
Not the music thing, but just the whole Islam.
Oh yeah,
Islam.
hey, don't bite your tongue. The Muslims, the black Muslims.
Well, no, I'm asking.
Yeah. Just because, I was raised Christian, just like most of us are.
Okay.
So I was always, in a religious type of environment. 3 generations, my generation, my mama's generation, and my grandparents. So most of us grew up like that. But I didn't ever really agree. I was into some. I should have been from Missouri because you had to show me shit. Like I just couldn't believe. Like everybody else.
So you got tired of robbing banks and shit like that.
But the way I got into it though is I seen shit wasn't the way that it was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand why we were so poor, why my people was dying, my family was dying off, and all of that, and everybody else. I just thought life was supposed to be equal across the board. Human beings were supposed to be equal, and it wasn't. I wasn't even banging or nothing at that time. When I was young, but I was getting kicked in the nuts by the police and, marked as, I'm from this hood and I'm from that hood. So
stereotypes.
Yeah, that's how a lot of people get into gang banging.
Right.
They wasn't even banging, but they did some little dirt and got locked up. And then them people throw you in the Crip module or on the blood module. You know what I'm saying? Where you live at? Where you from?
Okay,
I ain't from nowhere. What you talking about? Where you live at? Okay, you don't want to tell us? We're gonna throw you in the blood module. You know what I'm saying? And now it's on.
Right.
So now they done made the gang member right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, if you think I'm like this, all right, might as well do it.
And then my brother Reg, a lot of people, it happened the same way, and that's where you become the animal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that didn't happen to me. That's not how, I didn't do no penitentiary time and nothing like that, but that's how it happens with me. It was just, little ghetto boy that was poor, that was getting abused and from a broken home and all of that, and I wanted to be right. I wanted to do right, and I seen the world wasn't right, so I did wrong until my older brother kind of like,
you need to do some right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I got into it because my older brother, Ruben Muhammad, he was in the Navy, and he had started listening to tapes, like Minister Farrakhan tapes and all that, and he used to bring them home, and I'd be like, man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. Like, I'm trying to sleep, or I'm trying to party, but whatever it was saying, like, it subliminally was getting through to me. Like, man, this dude kind of making sense. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And it kind of snuck up on you.
Yeah, it started. Yeah, like it grew on my intelligence like that. So it was more to it. But
once you took to it, and you decided that you wanted that to be your message in your music, how did your peers and the people around you take it at first?
I wasn't messing with it. I mean, I don't want to cuss like that, but
I mean, you can say what you want to say, but
yeah, they weren't messing with it.
How were you able to, or what was your mind frame to be like, well, my partners ain't feeling it, but I'm gonna keep doing exactly this? Like,
because I was always do or die with whatever I believed in. And I believed in it. It made sense. It wasn't like a cold Jim Jones. Like, it was some shit that made sense to me. So I didn't even have to. I didn't even used to say the word Allah. Like, I didn't want to be no follower. Like, no, that's. So I just was into the information of it. I was into the mathematics and being able to show and prove certain things. So I would put that message in my music. I wasn't never into the religious thing and all of that. But then I thought, okay, I don't want to be like plagiarizing or making people think that I thought of this.
Right.
So I got to give credit to where I got it from, and that's kind of like what got me used to, and like, man, you with the Muslims? Yeah, nigga, I'm with the Muslims, whatever that means. Like, and then I learned like Muslim that's just an Arabic word. Muslim just means submission.
Right.
Submission to truth or submission to God, whoever God is to you. So that's like I tell you, like, nigga, como se llamas? Like, what?
Right.
What you saying, nigga? Like, no, he's just saying, what's your name, dude? Like, no, it's not what's your name. It's como se llamas. No, it's como talilu. No, niggas is fighting because
you said it the wrong way.
Yeah, but we all talking about the same thing.
Exactly.
So that's what religion is. That's how all this shit. Niggas is going to war over bullshit.
Right, and I think that's part of, at least to me anyway, your appeal is that even though you did speaking in your music, it's just like when you kick it with you still kicked it like, like.
I'm one of you. But
exactly. I never seen you pushing it on anybody else.
Because if it's gonna be accepted, it's gonna be accepted just how you represent it. It's not about what I done studied and all that. It's how I live it. If it's something that you like about me, then you gonna get to know me and like, man, you know, why you getting out like this? Oh man, because this and this, and you know, I came across this information, and that's when it starts. You know, like oh shit, like man, that nigga be saying some real shit. I didn't invent it. I got it from here. If you want to know where I got it from, you know, and that's how I go. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what's your opinion on today's hip hop? Because it doesn't seem like there are many positive or a lot of messages in music with a lot of substance. Or I mean, what I always tell people is whatever you're looking for in music, you can find it. But what I'm just saying on the surface, as far as what you hear on the radio, what we're fed mainstream, it seems like there's not much substance.
No, not on the mainstream at all.
Do you think that there's a way that it'll ever swing back
to the mainstream,
or at least a balance to where there's
it gotta be? I think it's how we started. Like we was like, fuck the mainstream. You know, you built up like you money be. You know what I'm saying? Like it's if you sew your people up, your community up, and people is feeling you, they know you 100. They know you reputable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they know also that you know that you got political plugs in the music industry and all of that. So you automatically nominated. He represents our hood. He represents our coast. He represents our city. He represents our state. So when you're doing it like that, then you can get in doors that nobody else can get in. You know what I'm saying? So you representing, you know, more than just yourself. I forgot the question. What was the initial question? I was making that point.
I done forgot it too.
Yeah, so
I'm just talking with you. We was talking about, you know, as far as substance and
there's substance.
Bringing it back.
Yeah. So what's you know the way that we came into it, we was talking about our experiences and all of that, you know. But the mainstream is not. They not interested in that. They interested in their agenda. They pushing their agenda. Money.
All
B.
money.
Right.
Not the B. They just.
Well, is anybody that you feeling right now?
I'm feeling all of them from an entrepreneurial standpoint. Musically,
like
lyrically,
that's out now.
Lyrically, no,
nobody,
not at all.
So you just bumping all old school.
Yeah, I'm bumping all old school.
What about Fruit Pruno?
Oh yeah, I'm bumping that because that's me.
Right.
You know
I mean, is that, y'all got a new project?
Yeah. It's me and my little brother, young bro, and his Technique used to be from the LBC crew.
Okay.
You know, his brother, you know, he suited and booted now, so. And also we reaching out, of course, for Jay Electronica. You know, his recent, you know, demonstration with Jay-Z in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
what you think of Kendrick?
Maxwell, you was at that thing, right?
Kendrick is my dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he probably hella busy. I'll reach out for him, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I see my dude moving and shaking. He be exhausted every time I see him. I be feeling bad about asking to do something.
Yeah,
what
I'm
do you think
sure.
about the new West though, like Problem and
them
Fab
they are my people. Them is all my people. But like I said, we talking just like you said. We talking about lyrical content, like the industry.
Oh, don't let me forget Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, that's my dude. That's my dude. Shouts out to Nips.
Okay.
So.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk some more. We're going to get it all up in the Poetess business right here on the Goin Way Back Show with Money B.
Money B.
The Poetess.
Oh, it
was rocking.
Look at Poetess.
She was getting it.
Yeah, she was.
People don't know the Poetess. She was the first. Was you the first female signed to Interscope?
Yep.
Was that that wasn't the first rap record?
I was the first female rapper on Interscope. I was on there when Tupac was on Interscope.
Right.
And Marky Mark. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch and Gerardo.
Dang.
Right.
So,
Gerardo.
yeah. We were there right before Death Row moved in.
Now, before we go any further, can you just ask me how long have I been doing this format? And I just want to say that the Poetess is actually the one that introduced me to the live streaming format of doing the show. You know, I was doing my audio podcast. I started in 2008, so shout out to Danger One who put me on with that. But as far as doing like live streaming video, Poetess.
Oh, thank you.
Put me in the game.
That's putting niggas on.
I'm the Kathy Hughes of Internet Radio.
Game.
Doing it.
Props to Poetess. So,
Thank you.
you know, we just saw your video, but you actually were, introduced to the radio side of things through your father, Johnny Morris, since like what, all your life?
All my life, yeah.
All your life. So
radio, yeah.
was the
Shout out to pops and moms.
do you feel like even then when you were making records that did you know that radio was what you really wanted to do, or were you
Actually, radio, I had no plans in being in radio.
really?
Wow.
I was more into I was rapping first
Okay.
before I got into radio. And then Lee Bailey from Radio Scope had a syndicated hip hop show called the Hip Hop Countdown and Report. So he asked me to come be a co-host on the show. And so that's how I actually got into radio.
Right.
And then I dropped an album, and then I was on 92.3 The Beat in LA for 13 years. So
You just stumbled. It just
it
happened like
was
that.
destined. And I always tell this story about how I was actually conceived on top of a radio station. So
Pops getting
I really
busy.
didn't have no choice.
Right?
In the studio.
He was getting that slow love.
So actually, this year is my 25th year in radio. So
25th year.
Nice.
started in
Congratulations.
1989.
And
Congratulations.
when I met you in 1989, you actually interviewed me. And
I
you had the cassette.
interviewed Money B. I don't remember when. I don't
It was
remember.
I remember we was at Jerry Davis' house.
Well, I found a cassette
Okay.
of that interview
So what was
from
I talking about?
1989. I haven't listened to it yet.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
I
sure
gotta
I'm saying
transfer
this.
it.
I'm sure I'm saying the same shit, you know.
And it's funny because I interviewed Shock. I think it was in '91,
Right.
and it was in the bedroom of my apartment. But we didn't do nothing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right.
That's what she says
Shock
now.
told me, he's like, I told her shit.
Right. Shock
All up in
wishes.
there.
Shock wishes.
He's like, I had her doing drops.
Right.
She was saying that shit.
Yeah, he wishes.
Yeah, I know he wished.
Right?
But anyways, Poetess, you have a new endeavor. So
Yes.
let's talk about it.
Well, like I said, I've been in radio 25 years. I've worked for almost every major broadcast company, Clear Channel, Radio 1, Evergreen, AM, FM, even MTV. And I just want to do my own thing now. I don't really want to work for anybody anymore.
Say that again.
Don't want to work for anybody anymore. I have enough knowledge.
Hey.
If I don't know nothing in 25 years, then I need to go sit down.
That's
somewhere.
cold too. Like, are you a vampire though? Like, 'cause why you look young? Why you looking young?
You know what? I asked Chuck D the same thing. I said, "Is it hip hop?" And he said, "No, it's doing what you love in life."
Right.
So
Right.
I do what I love.
Everybody
You're not
up
stressed
here,
out.
yeah, we don't look like. Cause I ain't gonna say how old I am. I'm up there. I'm like 50 years old, right?
Yeah, almost.
So
I'm 44.
you know what I'm saying?
I
But
got the
remember
range.
being,
36.
I remember
I started
being
when I
little.
was 10.
When we was little and I looked at 50-year-olds and 40-year-olds,
old.
they didn't look like us.
Nah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Even
work to-
36-year-olds
to
didn't look
Yeah,
like us.
yeah,
Like David
right.
Ruffin, Johnny Taylor, and all
Yeah.
that. They was like all in their 30s looking like.
I think
Looking like
some people
George
age are-
Jefferson and shit.
Funny story though. I'll be forgetting how old I am till I go back home to Oakland and I see how hard niggas is living.
Right, you be like,
I'll be like, God damn, I forgot I was that old.
Okay.
Man.
Cats be looking dusted
No,
out.
I'm totally blessed. But so anyway, I've decided to start my own broadcast media
Okay.
services, Morris Broadcast Media
About time.
Services.
Yes.
Yes, and
Yeah.
There it is.
there it is,
Oh.
my logo.
Morris Broadcast.
So anyway,
Can I work for you?
sure.
And
Come
what
on
are the
through.
services? What do you offer?
Well, Morris Broadcasting Services specializes in radio and internet broadcasting. So we are currently about to set up a facility where people can come and get production services, audio,
I need that.
stream, all those things in the community.
Oh,
So I'm not going to
okay.
say where it's at yet because I don't have the keys in my hands,
Right.
but it's definitely in the community. And finally, I'm going to be working for myself.
That's what's up.
Right,
man.
and-
That's
So
what's
Morris
up.
Broadcast Media Services, and the name of the network is Radio Freaks. As you see,
Radio Freaks. There it is.
There
Check
it
it out.
Man.
Entertain.
Mom was
inform,
like,
and
"That's not how
inspire."
you spell entertain." I said, "Well, it's a combination of internet and entertainment."
knew it.
Okay,
I knew it.
It's, you know.
We got
I figured it out.
literacy.
So we're looking to launch sometime in October. So that's my endeavor now, is building my own media center in the community and internet broadcast network that will feature urban lifestyle entertainment. So.
And you definitely have the knowledge to do it. And just being in the game, like you said, 25 years, you have tons and tons of content from interviews and things. Now, are you ever going to share this content?
Yes, I am. I'm currently working on a book called Conversations, Oral Histories of West Coast Hip Hop, and I need to get an interview from Cam. But it's a collection of my interviews over the past 25 years. Like your interview is in there from 1989. Damn. I have Mixmaster Spade, rest in peace, and Roger Clayton. To me, the book sort of starts with Roger Clayton, Uncle Jam's Army, although I'm sure some things went before him, but to me, in my mind, that was the first person when I moved to LA from the Bay that was really the king of what was going on the West Coast, from the parties. A lot of people don't know that Roger Clayton bought out Run DMC and LL Cool J and all the artists from the East for the first time in LA, and just kind of got them exposure here on the West. So and then a lot of people came from his camp, Egyptian Lover, and then him and Lonzo Williams did a lot of things, and that Dre was down with Wrecking Crew. So there's a lot of history that has not been told. So I'm gonna put these interviews in a book and let people read the story, from everybody's perspective on the history.
So
I'm working on it now, so probably at the top of next year, because I'm busy trying to get the radio network going as well as the book. So probably top of next year.
Got your hands full.
Right, exactly. So
it's hard, but I know the payoff will be sweet.
But it's what you want to do.
Yeah.
With all that history, you would say you know hip hop, right? Right?
I say I know hip hop, but I be having those senior moments sometimes. Like, shit, I forgot.
Nothing crazy. I mean, just we just want to play. We have a game that we always like to play with our guests, and it's called Who Said It?
Who said it?
Who said it?
Who said that?
I hope I know who said it.
Who said it?
Who the fuck said that?
Okay, so the game is just like how it sounds. Who said it? So what we do is we play a classic hip hop song, and you have to tell us who said it,
who the artist is,
and what song
it was
that it was on. Now this is the thing. Usually Tanteezy, my co-host, she's not here. She's home, but she says the line. And the thing about it is, Tanteezy is not hip hop.
She has
no idea of the cadence, of nothing.
Okay.
She's not here, but what we did do is we recorded Tanteezy just so we can keep it consistent. So we're gonna run the first line.
Ready?
Let's hear it.
All my manpower for $4 an hour. Took my time and wrote rhymes in the shower. Who said it?
Huh?
Me.
Wait. Anybody want to take a guess?
Let's repeat that.
Play it one more time.
All my manpower for $4 an hour. Took my time and wrote rhymes in the shower. Who said it?
Is it regional? Like, is this like West Coast?
Man,
it gotta be.
It's hip hop. I mean, I got.
Can we tell somebody to call in?
Yeah,
I'm call.
Can I use my lifeline?
We're gonna
use a lifeline.
We're gonna go to break. So if you know it, call us up.
I sure don't.
The number is 855-878-4652. I got it. See, I'm learning.
Yeah.
So call us up, man. If you know who said the line, when we come back, we'll find out right here on the Goin Way Back Show. Money Big. Back in the building with the Poetess and Cam. If you want to call and talk to the Poetess or Cam, or if you know the Who Said It line, please call us. 855-878-4652. We want to hear from you.
I think a guy wrote it, definitely.
You think it's a guy?
I think it's a male rapper.
Think it's a male rapper?
Want to hear it again?
Yeah,
let's play it one more time and let's see if we got it. Because we got another one for you, too, that might be a little bit easier.
Yeah, I'll do the next one. I can't handle it.
Ready?
All my manpower for $4 an hour. Took my time and wrote rhymes in the shower. Who said it?
No cadence.
We don't get a clue?
That's the clue. I just played it for you.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a clue.
Okay.
I'll give you a clue. It's East Coast.
I'm going to say Biggie. Morning.
was waiting for the song.
He got some nice party gifts for you.
Right? you gonna take a guess?
I'm a manpower for $4 an hour. Nah, man, I don't know who would say that.
All right, always.
At least I
Do
didn't
we have any
try.
calls?
At least I didn't try
Anybody
though.
call?
Nobody calling? Nobody want to talk?
Give out the number.
One more time, the number is 855-878-4652. Give us a call. Holla at us. Well, they didn't guess it, so let's
We
give
got
them,
one
'cause
more
we got
too,
one
so
more
yeah.
too. So
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
I got this.
Ah, that's the shit.
Oh, that's who said it?
Road to Riches.
Road to Riches.
Cool G Rap.
Cool G Rap. And you know Cool G Rap
I
rapped
know,
on my first
that's
single.
why I did it.
I should have known.
That's one of my favorite rappers of
should've
all
known.
time.
You know what? I have
What?
to say this.
Yeah.
I heard a song that what's the thing that Primo does on YouTube? Bars something.
Oh,
bars.
I know what you're talking about in the studio.
Yeah, in
When
the
they were
studio,
spitting.
studio bars or something. I'm sorry, Primo, I couldn't think of it, but he had Drez on there from Black Sheep,
Okay.
and man, he killed
Drez.
it.
Rocked.
Drez.
Dress
Did
still
I-
got
Drez
it.
ain't playing.
Dress still got it.
And AG from
Yeah,
Oh, AG.
Showbiz
AG.
I was
AG.
like,
Damn.
wow, it made me proud to see these brothers are still spitting it like that, you know.
But
they
that's what you were
killing
saying
these
earlier
other
about the media. It's not about a lack of talent.
Right.
It's about what the media, mainstream choose to focus
Yeah,
on.
because it's out there, you
It's
know.
out
And one thing about it is, rappers don't quit rapping.
Nah,
They just
you
don't. They,
can't-
you know.
Would you say that the way the industry is nowadays, the record industry, they want everything, they want the radio sound and everything. Is that holding back the cats from being creative?
Definitely.
Is that
Definitely.
from
Wait, say that
giving the
one more
albums
time?
that the way the record industry is, they want everything to sound the same.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
So is that holding back these cats from putting out their creative stuff?
Yeah, I believe so.
You know,
if you want to,
yeah.
if you guys want to expand on it, but
It's-
my thought is that it is because right now it's about the dollar.
Yeah.
So they want if something is a hit. Back when we were coming up,
Right.
when Slick Rick came out, you didn't want to sound like Slick Rick.
No,
you know what I'm saying? It was
no.
dope. You had if EPMD came out, we couldn't sound like that.
Right.
A story.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys have heard it over and over again. But when Shock started Digital Underground, he originally wanted to be like a militant, like a pro-black type group.
EE.
But Public Enemy came out. When they came out, he's like, "Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Somebody's doing it." So
Wow.
it was like you couldn't copy. Once it became a multi-billion-dollar industry, once something makes money,
Right,
the companies
yeah.
say we need something exactly like that.
Right, we gotta
And
ride that
people
horse.
are more than willing
Right.
just to
Yeah.
copy it. So now it's the norm. Biting used to be bad back
Yeah,
then.
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
I mean,
right.
people
Biting was
got
bad,
punched
yeah.
in the face.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, you
Yeah.
got hands on
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, if you
Fight
was
back.
biting, it was now it's just like
That was taboo.
Oh yeah.
now is the it thing to do.
And in addition to that, it wasn't as many rappers back then. So
Right.
you had a lane.
Right.
It's more rappers than fans today.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know what I'm saying?
Say that again.
And can I just say this to the young aspiring rappers out there?
Sure.
In this day and age with social media, you really don't need a major record company, and forget about getting on
Amen.
mainstream radio, because they only play 10 songs per hour, and it's maybe less than 1% chance that you'll get put, or no chance
Right.
at all,
No chance
that
at
you'll
all.
get put in regular rotation. So focus on building your audience, because nowadays advertisers are buying your audience. They're buying your followers.
Yep.
They are not, I mean, mainstream
Say it,
radio
say it.
is great, but don't sleep on internet radio or
Yep.
college radio or other alternatives, satellite radio. I mean,
College radio. used to be
traditional
the-
radio,
Man, it used to
sadly,
be.
I don't know. I
Terrestrial
mean,
is
I'm not
going
going to
away.
say it.
Well, college-
I
yes.
mean,
No?
but build your fan base. Get out there and work. It reminds me of back in the day, the grassroots, when you
Yeah.
had to really get out there and give
Yeah,
out flyers
right.
and cassettes and
Yeah.
do free
And hustle.
shows
The
and
foot
stuff
hustle.
like that.
Yeah.
So it's sort of the same thing, but you have social media. So I say, stop being a slave to the record industry. Do what you want to do creatively. Believe in yourself, and just get out there. You just gotta work. I feel like
Word
sometimes
up.
these artists nowadays are a little bit lazy.
Yeah, they are.
You
We
know,
spoiled. We spoiled
yeah.
and lazy.
Always. And I wanted to ask you about that, but you kind of said it. I think terrestrial radio doesn't have the power that it once had because there's so many different ways that people are getting their media.
Well, I will say this: radio, traditional radio, terrestrial radio,
right?
It's still the leading place where people go to listen to the radio.
Main media market.
Okay.
It is still the main source of, where people go for radio. So it is still on the top, but other alternatives are steadily growing to match it.
Well, speaking of radio, we got another Who Said It for y'all.
Okay.
Now, this was probably gonna be a little bit easier. Hopefully.
A little bit.
This is gonna be a lot of bit
bit
easier. So I better get this. All right. Always, you ready?
I'm ready. You ready?
Let's do it.
Free butter and cheese, oh please, please, can I
I
get my
already know.
food stamps so I can leave?
You shouldn't even have went that far. She shouldn't even have said
I
that
know.
much.
I could have stopped at butter.
Hold on, Poetess.
I don't
Really? You got a couple licks for that one.
You know it, right? Cam, go ahead and tell her what it is.
That's Coolio.
County
Coolio.
line.
County line.
Bust it.
I should have known that. Shout out to Coolio.
Oh, please. So I can live. Yeah. But they don't know it.
Hey, this is my shit right here.
too.
Right?
Hey, this is my favorite song by Coolio.
Oh, for real?
I actually rewriting it.
Yeah, no, that's
Man,
It's
I
a
mean,
rap
Coolio
song.
goes way back to the beginning of hip hop in L.A. People
Yeah,
think
like
he just
bullshit.
came out with Gangsta's Paradise.
Nah, he was in the Mad Circle.
Coolio
Yeah.
before Bad
Mad
Circle.
Circle.
Right.
He was around.
He was with, I want to say Uncle Jam's Army or one of the crews back then, I believe.
We got to get Coolio on the show, so we have to
definitely.
really ask him because
See where he's at
he
now.
definitely.
I think
He's in Vegas.
He goes back.
Yeah, you go back.
He's in Vegas. I'm definitely gonna have him on the show eventually. Cam,
Yes, sir.
how you feeling?
I'm good. I want to come back. This show is what, only an hour?
It's an hour
Yeah,
long.
only an hour.
Let me ask you a
Can we
question.
come back?
Cam,
Every Tuesday.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Okay.
Another thing we like to do. You got
Need a part two.
freestyle in you?
Oh, no.
You ain't got no nothing. Because we usually try to get everybody.
Man,
buzzed.
bless your heart.
Ah.
You won't get that out of me.
Tried to get him. Well, one more time, let everybody know, the new project and how they can
Yeah.
reach you on all social media.
All social media is just West Coast Cam at everything. Everything at West Coast Cam with a K. And what I'm working on right now is my solo album, but it's actually a movement album called Mutual Respect. And it's like peace treaty on steroids. Instead of the Bloods and Crips, it's the Blacks and the Browns. It's the Blacks and the Mexicans. So we bridging that friction that was going on for a few decades, between the Blacks and the Browns, mainly in the penitentiary and the jail system, that starts spilling out into the streets. So
Okay.
it's this album called Mutual Respect. The first single is called Wouldn't Be L.A. featuring Omar Cruz and Young West. The title track is featuring Sick Jack, and I got every song is me featuring a well-known, respected, and reputable, Mexican in particular, the South Side Mexicans. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Right.
So
No Norteños?
not yet,
Oh.
because I'm not even qualified. You already know.
Hating on
No, because it's
Come
not,
on now, Norte.
No, but but I'm not qualified because it's a real thing between the,
Yeah, I
the
know, I
Mexican,
know.
between the North and the South.
Real.
So yeah,
My
Niner
son's going through it
jersey
in San
going.
Bernardino right now.
yeah. So I ain't qualified. I got to help just clean up my yard,
Right.
and then
right.
inspire other people, But I'm not the one qualified to do the North and South thing right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little
Gotcha.
crazy.
Yeah.
So you got an Instagram, Twitter,
Yeah,
and all that?
Instagram, West Coast Cam.
Everything's West Coast Cam.
Yeah,
Say it.
Twitter, West Coast Cam. Yeah,
What is you,
YouTube.
ignorant? What you,
Yeah,
what
I
you-
wanted to say it
again. That's all.
Yeah, West Coast. Thank you.
You ignorant?
And hit me at everything West Coast Cam. I need friends. I need followers. What else I need?
A Facebook fan
Facebook
page.
fan-
People to
Yeah.
download the
Just
new
download-
album.
Yeah,
download the
all
new
that.
album is
I'm Fred Flintstone, and I'm Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble put together. I need some of that new media service that you got
Right.
to
Right.
offer to bring me up to
That's
2014 and shit.
Well, we get it, so make sure y'all go get
Yeah.
the album.
Get
It's
the
available
album.
on iTunes right
Yeah, it's
now.
available right now on iTunes. The album is not available, but the single is available. And
Okay.
the album be available, God willing, about a month and a half. So before maybe September, first week of September.
Right? That's what's up. Poetess, before you say that, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on Iggy Azalea? I'm just been
You
asking.
know what?
You better not talk about my girl.
I like her.
Okay.
I'm not gonna front.
Okay.
At first, I was like, okay, whatever. But I heard her song "Work,"
Yep.
and that made me see her differently.
Really?
You know what I'm
What-
saying? I know a lot of people
Well,
probably
what
are trying
about
to
it?
hate on her, but
She is down.
I'm just looking at it from an artistic
Right.
point of view. I'm not looking at it from a racial point of view. I'm not looking at it from whatever. I think that when you are absolutely true to what you love and you sacrifice so much to get that,
Yeah.
I gotta respect you.
Gotta respect
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I heard her story in that song, and I was like, she wanted it that bad. I can't hate on her.
Right.
So that's my opinion about
Okay.
Iggy.
Yeah, I really wasn't talking about the racial thing. I was thinking more of the fact that a lot of people say, you know, and there's rumors going around that she doesn't write, and her and just artists in general, you know, if they aren't writing their music, because I didn't even realize it, and then I
Is
listened
it
to
a
a song.
rumor or is that true? Because
Well,
in
this
the
is
song "Work," I
Right.
can't imagine somebody writing that. for
I know
her.
I know some hip hop icons that don't write.
Yeah.
That I write for.
Okay.
That I done wrote for.
Okay. Okay. I mean, really nowadays, I don't know if that really matters. It should matter to the artists because
Right.
they get paid more.
Yeah.
But in terms of the fans caring who wrote
right.
the artist
Not the-
lyrics,
no,
I don't
I'm
think they
talking
care.
about you, not the fans. I'm just saying, in your opinion, it seems like you.
I
that you really don't give a fuck.
I think she wrote that song. It was so personal. I don't see how she could.
I haven't heard that song, but I think I heard a song. She's rapping
Fancy
on somebody
and
something.
that problem.
Whichever one it is, problem.
Yeah.
And when I listen to it, it sounds just like T.I.
He probably did
Yeah,
write for
that's what I'm
Def.
saying,
Def
so-
Jeff used to write for me before I started
Did he write
becoming a
that
better
song?
writer.
Love her?
No, I wrote.
It sound like Jeff.
I wrote.
See,
I wrote
that's what she taking up. She
11
like,
I wrote 11 out of 13 songs on my album.
You go, girl. That's
So,
right.
yeah,
That's
so.
right.
yeah, and I sing Free Bus, so I know. I know.
Right.
Can I give out my info now?
Please, do it.
Please follow me on Twitter at OG Poetess, Facebook OG Poetess, and Instagram OG Poetess. And follow us at Radio Freaks. That's FREQZ at the end. So,
.com,
and
right?
keep on the lookout. You know, we got some new stuff coming in the next few months. So, I got to shout out all my family on the Radio Freaks VIP page on Facebook and Team RAR forever. I love you guys.
Still doing
Thank you
it,
for
yeah.
being so loyal to us. We appreciate you a lot.
Reach around.
Reach around.
Reach around.
Radio
Jerky, jerky,
and
jerky.
Radio Freaks in the Foxhole. So thanks you guys.
That's
for
what's up.
supporting.
Always.
At Always in Your Ear on Twitter and are always on Instagram.
Always.
Always.
And of course, you can always get your dope.
You stole
guitar.
our DJ. Anyway, go
That's
ahead.
right. I did. I
did
stole
offer-
a
you did
DJ.
offer 'em, though.
And you ain't getting them back, damn it. How you say, you snooze, you lose.
Snooze, you lose,
I
right?
got that
And we've
motherfucker.
been snoozing.
Keep him in the cage. I only bring him out on, I bring him out on Tuesdays. But like I was saying, you know, if you need the dope photography, definitely check out at Maxwell Info. That's Maxwell Benson. You know, the big
Hip hop baby.
the big guy that's floating
Baby
around
Huey.
taking all these pictures. You know what I'm saying? You'll see them all on Facebook and Instagram and everything. Everything you see from the show, Maxwell did it. So if you love it, follow him at Maxwell Info. Of course, you can follow me on all social media at MoneyB69.
For what?
You know. Damn! I didn't have one for you. But if you want to follow the show specifically on Twitter at Goin Way Back Show. Of course, if you want to check out the show, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's the Goin Way Back Show YouTube channel. And if you want to hear the audio podcast of the show, please go to goinwaybackshow.com.
We got the time capsule mix on there too.
That's right. We got the time capsule. Yeah. He be, man, we do it.
Yes.
He be laying down on damn time capsule mixes. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get out, but what I'm gonna leave you with is an exclusive. My man Prince Poe from Organized Confusion hit me
Nice.
this afternoon and said this is fresh off the presses. Like I don't even know if this song is like more than 4 hours old. He just
Wow.
said, man,
And we saw Pharoah Monch a few weeks ago.
Yep, and we was kicking it with
Shout
mine.
out
So,
to
you know,
Bob.
those are my guys. We was label mates.
Nice,
We kind of came up
nice.
with
Organized Confusion.
hip-hop shit together. So we're going to leave y'all with that. That it? Breathe
That's it.
easy. And I think we're going to play a little bit because he shouted me out in the song too. So, you know, that's what it do. So until next time, people, it's Goin Way Back Show. Money B. Shout out to
Tontees.
Be easy. Check it out. Kyle.
It's the Goin Way Back Show with Money B. Classic hip hop, raw and uncut.
Thanks for visiting the Goin Way Back Show channel. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe, and click that like button.